Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I have the lovely arrangement, Stamp Set and Die. It's a new online exclusive that's going to come out in January. And I was wanting to see what I could create with it. And Stampin' Up! Has product of the month. So if you place a $75 order this month, for $5, you can get this pretty designer series paper. So I pulled this out and decided I would play with them together, or work. Gosh, what is that? Work or play? No. So let me show you what I created. This one is done. There's an embossing folder back here that I used. This is from a mini catalog. Online exclusive. That's not true. A product of the month, and then online exclusive words and punch. This is from the 3 banner punch. And then I have some gems that are the Moody Palette Glossy Dots. And this pretty gingham ribbon. This is from the mini. So I'm kind of telling you where they are, but it doesn't really matter. Because when you go to look them up online, it doesn't matter where they are. You'll just see them. But because Tanya and I work with the online exclusive fan club, I like to try to tell you what's online exclusive. So I pulled that bundle out, and I made this card using that pretty paper. And I made this card using that pretty paper. And I tucked this under here to make it stay for the picture, but you don't have to. So now I'm going to show you how I did these. Okay, this one first. So I ran the dies through and cut out some pretty white leaves and then went over them with my blends. I'll show you. So it's got some really good dies in here. So what I found was easier for me is I just cut out that, and then I cut out my leaves. Where'd the other leaf go? Oh, there it is. Right in front of me. So I just used my mini boss to cut these out. I'll scooch this up here a little bit. And it's just one pass through. And I can get them both. Sometimes I'll stamp the words first, and sometimes I will stamp the words after. It kind of depends on how detailed I need to be. But with this one, I could run it through first, and then everything shifted. Sorry, one moment, please. It shifted and my die slid under that oval, one of the leaves, and I don't want that to happen. I need Santa to bring me magnetic plates. That would just make me real happy. Because I miss them. I liked putting stuff on there and it's staying, not moving. Okay, so let me poke these out. They're beautiful. They've got great detail to them. So you can't like rip them out. You gotta be patient because there is so much detail in the leaves. See that? They're beautiful. Okay. So I took my words and I used the Balmy Blue and the Secret, or the Soft Seafoam, and I stamped my So Very Much, and my Thank You. So that fit on there just perfect. Then The designer series paper looks like this. So I just turned on my favorite show and did this. And I've got these side by side so you can kind of see. I didn't stay exactly in the lines, and it absorbed perfectly. I also didn't color it in super great detail. So you can see I'm not coloring it all in. I'm not worrying about staying in the lines, and it all kind of soaks in. You can't see any that I went out of the lines on this. So you don't need to see me do all of that. It's soft seafoam and bubble bath. So I use the light and the dark bubble bath to show the different colors in the flowers. And again, I just went around in circles and did not worry at all about coloring them all the way in. It was really a quick color, but I don't want to torture you and make you have to see me do all of that. And then this is the pretty gingham ribbon that I went over it with the bubble bath just to add some color to it. And then I took the leaves. Now, yes, I could have done the leaves out of this soft seafoam cardstock, but I wanted it to kind of look like the leaves that I had done up there. So I didn't want them all necessarily white. And this is the light seafoam, but you could use the dark, it doesn't really matter. Okay, now let me show you how I put this together. So I took and just folded in half, and then I cut from corner to corner. Adhered this down to the base. Oh no, that's not true. It's right here. I thought about adhering it down and changed my mind. But then I made sure that I had the right corner to corner for this. Because there's nothing more annoying than to cut your cardstock this way and cut your DSP that way. So I just cut it and laid it on top of each other. Tied my ribbon around, and then I dimensionaled this down and stuck these to the back so they would go over the edge. Okay, not hard. I hate for you to watch me color all of that and do it, but I just wanted to show you easy enough. My friends tell me I need to make these longer, and that is about the death of me. So I still continue to shorten them up. If you need longer, sorry. I used these pretty, they go with the Totally Turtle in the annual catalog, but I love these gems. All right, now let me show you the last one. There are two dies in here that I was intrigued by. This like circle looking one, and this one that looks like eyelet. So here's the circle one, and I just stamped a lot of happy birthdays. And I thought about, my idea was to put that on there and put like a gold behind it, but then I thought, let me try this, and I ended up liking that better. But I like this circle, and I liked the fact that these words fit in there. All these skinny words will fit in those little circles. So this card, I folded it in half. This is balmy blue. And then I'm gonna go back. Oh, this is what I like to do. I am not very good at giving people measurements, because I feel like if they can't find the measurement, they won't make the card. So for my campers, I don't really do that. I will show them what the card looks like and then let them do it, because then if they get home, they can do it. So this is 1.5. And so after they've put that on, they'll go back and score it so that it does this. Geez, that was overcomplicated. So that it does this. And then we have this back here where we're going to add this piece to it. Okay. Then in here, I try to get my people to not be DSP hoarders, right? We've got to use our paper. And so I remind them that it can go on the inside of your card too. You can write on this. Did you know that? You can actually write on our DSP. So if you need to put a message in there, you can write on it. I mean, sometimes we forget that, don't we, friends? Okay, so now I have it the way I want it here. I'm going to add my ribbon. And so I can tie this two ways. So I can tie it all the way through so that it holds the flap down, or I can just tie it on this piece so that you can see it so that it'll open. So you can choose. I'll do it this way this time. Again, I always tie mine on the bolt. I know some people can't. I understand. Bows are hard. If you don't like bows, make a knot. Don't complain about the bow. Figure out a different way that works for you. I support that. Okay, so there's my pretty bow. I'm going to bring my cardboard scrap over here. So I cut out my eyelet piece. So this eyelet piece makes eyelet. It does not cut it out. So I cut the size basic white I wanted and then ran this through, but this isn't going to cut it out. So anything that you run this over is just going to put an eyelet pattern, which also opens up lots of possibilities, right, friends? So then I felt like this right through the middle. There's a couple places right here that are perfect to put my happy birthday. So I stamped my happy birthday first. Then I started getting a little flower crazy around the outsides. And this is Night of Navy. I did the colors that Stampin' Up! Told me to. Here's my light balmy blue. I'm just going to go over that real quick. For those of you who need super details, I apologize. You're probably in heart palpitations, but it's fine. I'm going to splatter a little bit of balmy blue on there. And then because I could, I took my Wink of Stella and went over the centers of the flowers and some of that just to add some sparkle. Again, because I could. So to adhere this, I thought it was pretty on my card, but I really liked it on the gold, right? So I'm going to adhere it to the gold. And then I'm going to put some dimensionals down the side. And then I'm going to tuck it right under that ribbon. Put it right on there. How'd I do, friends? Do you love it? Oh, we've got our dots. Our moody dots, which are beautiful with this. Because I love the white on there, and I also love it on the navy. But in my happy birthday, these pretty colors, look at those. Okay, friends, that's 3 cards with this designer series paper. 1, 2, 3. All right, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Have a good one.